In today's video, we are going to be talking about one of the characters that will be getting a rerun once this first half ends, and that is going to be Kafka. And Kafka, by far, besides being a fan favorite for everyone, a lot of people have her on their list to get on your account, and she's going to be worthwhile investment because today we are going to be talking about how she is ever since her release up until now. Is she still in the meta? What buffs has she gotten? What new teammates has she gotten? And also, what are the future potential that she may get in the future with other characters coming out, more relic sets, more Lycons. There's a lot of things to talk about in regards to Kafka, just because she is a worthwhile investment in my honest opinion. But today, before we get into this, make sure to leave a sub and a like on the video. Less than 8% of y'all are actually sub, and with the big amount of support that I'm having, which I want to say thank you, it'd be nice to leave a sub and a like on the video if you're enjoying the content. I'm going to be posting news, discussion, guides, all that type of stuff, so make sure to be there for that. And then also, I will be streaming later today after this video is posted on twitch.tv/REHOO, so go ahead and say hi if you get the chance to stop by. I'd really much appreciate it. But let's go ahead and start talking about Kafka. Now, Kafka for sure is going to be one of the units that have the most investment potential just because of what she does as a role in her character, which is going to be a dot enabler. And this is because she is able to re-trigger dots that are already applied to the enemy once she uses her ultimate or uses her skill. This can be very strong, including with a bunch of different characters that are in the game, and there's a lot of other external factors that do help with this as well. Now, when it comes to the buffs that she gotten ever since her release, she did used to run the lightning set that was as her best relic slot because you did get the lightning damage bonus, and you also got the attack bonus when you used your skill, if I'm not wrong, as the 4-piece. But now we end up having a dedicated dot set, which is a really good thing for her and a really good thing for all of her teammates included, because you will be getting an attack boost of 12% for the 2-piece, and you will also be getting, as the 4-piece, ignore defense for the dots, which is going to be very strong for her. And especially with the newer characters coming out with her, especially possibly even Back Swan being a dot unit, there's going to be more future support for her as long as dot units come out. Kafka's in that slot where there's not really a character that can really push her out of where she is currently. There's a lot of things going for Kafka, and there's a lot of really good things with Kafka that you have to look at when talking about this character. Now, the really cool thing about this character, as I said before, she can't really be pushed out of her slot. She is a re-trigger character for the dot team, and if they come out with another re-trigger, well, that doesn't really matter because now you have two re-triggers on the same team, both proccing the dots, and that's already as strong as it could be. So whatever character comes out that's a re-trigger, whatever character that comes out as a dot unit, Kafka will be able to 100% be able to take use of it. And then also talking about her Lycons, she also has a lot of really good substitutes for being able to use them. She has things like Good Night and Sleep Well. She has things like Eyes of the Prey. If you're looking more into getting her personal dot even better, she also has things like Fermata, which help out with break effect and also increase damage to wind shear and shocked enemies, which you would have with Kafka. And also using one of her better teammates, which is Sampo. You also have solitary healing, and then you also have her signature. Besides her signature, there's a lot of substitutions that you can have with Kafka if you're not going to be shelling out for a 5-star Lycon. And as for a character that is as good as her, that's a very good thing. And also with the teammates that she's been getting, she also has a set amount of teammates that are going to be absolutely amazing when it comes to her and her team. Characters like Sampo, characters that can give more dot damage on ultimate, and he has a very good AoE spread of damage that you can get from him. So this is a really good character for sure. Characters like Gwenaifen, 1000% especially, has been a really good addition to Kafka's kit just because she adds her own damage amplifiers with her burn, and that is a very strong thing to have. So Gwenaifen is another good character. Luca had came out on her banner, and he has been an absolute nasty of unit, giving more outgoing damage on the ultimate, being able to trigger his own bleed, and also with him having an extreme amount of break damage with building him as a break effect build. There's a lot of really cool things that come with Kafka's team, and I'm going to be showcasing one of them later on in this video. Now, another thing to make note as well is that when you're running Kafka, we're going to be seeing new characters come out that do dot damage primarily, and this will only help her even more in the future, and this will keep her future proof for the longest amount of time. She's just a character that's just not going to age. She will forever stay a good character and forever stay a character that you can use whenever you want, because nothing in their power can stop her from doing what she needs to do, because all she's doing is re-triggering and adding her own dot. That's a lot of toughness damage, and that's also re-triggering some of the strongest damage that you will be getting when it comes to using her skill and ultimate. She does a lot of good AoE damage. She has adjacent targets. She has a follow-up for free, which inflicts shock. There's a lot of really cool things that go with Kafka, and she's seen numerous buffs, and she's also seen numerous additions to her team, just because every single time they add a dot character, Kafka is going to be able to enjoy that character on her team. We currently have a lot of units that can cover the dot element wise. We have wind shear with Sampo, possibly even Black Swan giving us wind shear as well as a wind unit. We have Luca for physical, which is a really good thing. We have Gwenifin for fire, which is also a good thing, and then Kafka herself is shock. So we have all the bases covered. If I'm not wrong, I hope I'm not missing anything. We have everything on what would be a dot as a dot, so that's a good thing to have. She already has the element covered. You would slap Kafka on, you would slap Gwenifin on, or whatever character that matches the element, and then you would slap on the other characters like Asta, who will help with attack percent, help with the speed so she can re-trigger even more. You can have characters like Pella to help with the defense shred. You can have characters like Silverwolf to be able to give the defense down. There's a lot of really good options that are in the game right now that really benefit Kafka. She's a really good unit that has a lot of plug and play type of teammates to put on her team. Now, especially, which is a really good thing that they are running Kafka again. As I said, she is a future-proof unit, but with alongside characters like Ruan Mei, she has seen even crazier potentials, being able to do a lot more damage to the enemies. A really big factor of Ruan Mei affecting Kafka is that she does give weakness break efficiency, so this does allow other characters like Luca, Gwenifin, Sampo, Kafka herself to be able to break way easier. And with these break numbers, you are going to be getting a humongous number to re-trigger every single time you use your skill or every single time you use your ultimate. That weakness break efficiency has brought Kafka up by so much, and not even that, we're also talking about her giving a damage boost, her giving a speed boost. There's a lot of really crazy things that Ruan Mei adds on top the whole team, which is a really good buff to the dot team overall. You have main Kafka getting a bunch of buffs, getting the speed, getting the damage dealt, all that type of stuff, getting the penetration. That's a lot of damage added on that lets her re-trigger even more. And then you're also buffing the dot units as well. You don't have to hyper carry Kafka, you don't have to hyper carry that one dot unit. Ruan Mei is helping not only Kafka but also the dot unit as well, so that's a really good thing. And also, as I said before, Asta, Pella, these are other characters that have the same form of means, but Ruan Mei by far has just been an absolute massive buff to Kafka and her team with the weakness break efficiency for sure, and adding on a slight amount of break effect added onto it. So there's a lot of really cool things. Kafka, as you've seen, has already gotten a crazy amount of buffs, has gotten a crazy amount of teammates to work with, and with Black Swan coming as well, we might even see another teammate be added onto Kafka. And for the fact that she's 5-star agility, that dot unit is going to be miles above of what we've seen before. We've only had Gwenifin, Luca, Sampo to be able to work with as in terms of dot units, and they're all 4-stars. They all do very well already. I can't wait to see what a 5-star dot unit is going to do with the likes of Kafka, because she's already as strong as can be. And how better to test out Kafka than to showcase her with a certain team that might not be the craziest, but still does a lot of work at the same time. Okay, we are now here in MOC 11, and I think MOC 11 is a good place to benchmark how she is doing in the current meta. Not only is it a difficult stage, but it also holds two of the element weaknesses that we would need as a dot team. And looking at the team we currently have, we have Kafka, Sushang, Ruan Mei, and Luocha. There is a character that does help a lot more as sustain, and that would be a character like REHOO, because she does give the attack percent that dot units really like. She gives energy so that Kafka is able to re-trigger, do more dots, and do more damage. So there's a lot of really good things that come with the future units that we did end up seeing after Kafka's release. But just to make it a little bit easier for less external factors on the damage, we are going to bring out Luocha. Ruan Mei is going to be there for the weakness break efficiency, but for not only Sushang and Kafka, so there's going to be a lot of shield shredding. And then Sushang is here mainly to break the shield. She gets a lot of toughness damage because of her combo that she can rock, which is skill, ultimate skill. And you're going to see these shields basically deplete instantly, which is a really cool thing. And characters like Luca, Sampo, Gwenifin are definitely going to do a lot more with what they have in their kit and with their Eidolons, that you could get way better numbers than what you're about to see here, but you're going to see some insane numbers regardless. Let's always go ahead and get into this run and start showing how strong Kafka really is. So of course you're going to be using our Ruan Mei field for that weakness break efficiency, which is so freaking strong. I'm telling you guys, this character is 1000% worth it. I've never expected to be this excited for a character. Let's go ahead and see that big chunk that we took out of the shield. Look at that, already gone. All this toughness damage already gone practically. Holy crap. That free follow-up we get when we do a basic attack with Kafka does a good amount of damage and also adds on shock, which is a really cool thing. Okay, thank you for that extra heal, giving me a stack on Luocha. I don't care what you do with these other characters. I'm going to go ahead and tap you. We're going to go ahead and break this guy, and you're going to see some nasty damage. Boom. That's 79k with Sushang. Now Sushang, because she broke and has a lot of break effect, she will be getting a lot of bleed from this. You will be seeing a big damage bleed from this, and we're going to see how much you're going to get from Kafka being able to actually proc the ultimate. So we're gonna go ahead and do this to break. That was 77k with Kafka. And then we also have the dot procs on the bleed and the shock. We got 116k. Oh, and she took that extra bleed proc while she got up and was gonna get delayed anyway. Yeah, that's the absurd amount of stuff that you can see with this team for sure. Like, holy crap. And then now we're just going to basically just whittle him down, get some skill points. I hate that he wasted that healing already. Get the free follow-up, and now we proc our own shock. And he's practically done. Yeah, 20k shock already. This is from Kafka alone. That is amazing. Now let's go ahead and give this Luochao out here to whittle down both of their shields. And then we have Su Shang. I wish we had enough. Oh, look at that, one energy off. I'm kind of sad about that. Let's go ahead and do this. Now we have, I don't have Ruan Mei's ultimate out. That kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. Or her skill out, which sucks. But it stops me from instantly breaking, which is a good thing. Do not hit Ruan Mei again. I beg. Don't do this to me again. Oh my God. Well, we're going to be seeing, I guess you could say, a better showcase. But now we're going to be breaking both of these guys. Boom. That's 46k. We're going to be breaking you too. Boom. 54k. And we get a free skill point off of this. Now we're going to be procking the bleed proc. And now we're going to be procking the ultimate and proc both bleed procs. Boom. Look at that. Delay. Yeah, take that free bleed damage from me. Thank you. Take that free bleed damage. Follow-ups. Look at that. Delay. Oh my God. You see how much extra damage we're getting with these characters? Holy crap, that's insane. The amount of damage they take extra. 27k bleed. Woo. Wow. Oh no, he's gonna stop Luocha. No. She stopped Luocha, which sucks. I think this guy is still gonna take his bleed proc in a second, Japar, so we are gonna focus this girl real quick. I can't believe he didn't do anything. 40k bleed. Holy crap, that's insane. Boom. There you go. And that is a 2 cycle coming from Kafka with a slowly built or low built Su Shang. That is an amazing thing to see. That is crazy how Kafka is able to do this with just Su Shang. I just want to say that Su Shang is nowhere near the best team that she can have, but especially with characters like Ruan Mei that are buffing her, showing that there are characters coming out after Kafka's release that are going crazy for her team. She's just only starting. I'm telling you, she is only starting where she's at right now, and she is definitely going to soar in the future. Like, I mean, she's already good. Now imagine how good we're going to be when we start seeing 5-star dot characters like Ruan Mei, who are boosting all these stats for dot characters as well. And then you have supports that help even more with how Kafka's kit is, like characters like REHOO, or maybe we might see someone that adds more damage vulnerability to enemies, or with dot characters specifically. There's just a lot of really cool things that come with Kafka and how she is in her kit. She's an absolutely amazing character, an absolutely really good character, a really good potential investment for any account. If you're looking forward to playing this type of play style, it is very fun. It is really cool. I think Kafka is such a great unit, and especially if you want to hyper invest in Kafka, there is a crit cut that you can type of build where it's dots plus having the crit damage. I think that's a really cool build to run. But other than that, that will be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. Let me know if you're going to be building Kafka. Let me know if you are going to be getting Kafka. Let me know if you're going to be getting her signature, or if you're just going to wait and skip for Black Swan for Hanabi. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out after this patch. So other than that, thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.